having a conversation about psychedelic drugs and um, just the last email that I received had a lot to do with dreaming and how a lot of our dreams has a lot to do with how we create things. And the conversation is by use of a drug, which I'm only saying, kind of agreeing that a drug can get you there, but a lot of people that are using drugs end up get damaging their brains in some way, shape, or another. And I kind of think that the goal is to kind of know how to make these drugs yourself. A lot of these drugs your brain can make itself, and that I think is the goal, is to learn how to develop these skills yourself, and then you're not doing any harm to yourself. Now, the last email that I was reading, the reason why I wanted to do this video about was about dreams, and how you're in a psychedelic dream, but you're awake, so then you can remember your consciousness or the idea that's coming from your dreams. Um, as I talk a lot about my experiences, I've had 4 kids, and I kind of knew that I'm going to raise my kids as if they already know an awful lot of information. I'm going to listen to what it is that they have to say, because my childhood, I kind of knew more than my parents did, but they didn't want to listen to me. So I was going to have kids and listen to them. And some of they had genius shit come through their dreams. Like, it was really profound. So I was like, okay, well, what are you doing before you go to bed? What do you, so I was just really observing what was going on, that they would get such genius ideas, when they wake up. And a lot of it is, you don't try so hard. When you're working at something, you're actually um, creating how you don't have it. So you'll only perceive your world as not having it. So it's almost like you have to get yourself in a state that this is already part of your reality. It popped into your head because it is real, and you're about to create something. So you just sort of live your day without too much focus, but knowing that it's coming. And when you go to bed, it's really, really important what you think about just before you go to bed, just before you pass out and go to sleep. The last 5 minutes are really important, that whatever you are dwelling on, that's the key, is to stop dwelling on something, because what you dwell on is going to affect what your dreams are, and what your dreams do affect what it is you create. So it is a matter of, like, try and control the last 5 minutes before you go to sleep. And an easy way of doing it is to make an image of what it is that you're trying to create. Make a symbol, draw an actual drawing out of a symbol that represents what it is you want. And the symbol will keep the dream of whatever it is you want to create, not into a solid form that this is the only way I'm going to recognize it. It puts it in a symbol shape so that you can learn how to develop and create it in different ways than what you know. Because if you know how to create it already, then you would create it. So you're a creator in development. So you need to know what you don't know already. So you have to keep it really open-ended. So, but if you can create some kind of symbol that represents everything that you want, and know exactly what it is that you want, and make a symbol out of it, and then when you go to bed, just the 5 minutes, try and meditate just on that symbol, and do it with the feelings and intensities as what it would feel like as if it was already happening. And if you can control that 5 minutes before you go to sleep, and you do that over and over and over again, you'd be amazed at how fast you can create shit. Um, when you wake up, it's not like going and looking for it. It's a matter of, oh, there it is. It's a matter of being surprised when it shows up, but you see it. And the trick is to being able to see it. And sometimes when you're looking for something too hard, you'll never ever see it. So it is a matter of sort of looking at it from your peripheral vision, is how it's going to enter into your life. And so it's like, how can you sort of look and not look at the same time? most of it is you have to have the feelings, what it feels like to already have it. And that's the tricky part, because what does it feel like to have something you don't have? You've never had that experience. So you have to play around with your um, chemistry in your brain. And but the thing is that it's intention. It's like you have to have the want to do it, then you have to take the time to do it, and then the practice of doing it to be able to have those experiences. And then when you see it work, then the thing is it should come naturally. It's not something you work hard at. It's something that you know that the harder you work at this, the less it works. Um, a lot of it is just, giving up. Giving up and let God. It's so much easier. This is one aspect of how God can actually work for you is you would believe in the impossible coming from something outside of yourself than you do from within yourself. So it's like if you can believe God will do it for you, then you tend to believe that a lot more than if you believe you were the God inside you, because you will doubt yourself. So, but that is the ultimate, is to um, maybe practice and see how a God can make magic happen for you. And then the next step would be is to know that you are the God that's creating it yourself. But you need to trust yourself. That's the biggest freaking thing that we are lacking right now, is the ability to trust in ourselves, and that we are creators, and that we have an unlimited potential that we don't even know how to tap into. We are far from using the full potential of our brain. And I'm going to be in a lot of agreement with people that say you're going to expand your mind with these psychedelic drugs, but my only objection is that um, try and discover it on yourself without damaging your brain. We have more than enough people that are writing books and experiences over it, and they died from it. So it's like maybe we should just read their books and take it to a different level than to, do the same things that they did, because look at our world, it's pretty screwed up. It's like a good idea needs to be taken to another level, not just repeated over and over and over again. If that one makes any sense. Peace out.